Good day, beautiful people, and welcome to my video. First of all, before I get into anything, I would like to say that I'm not usually the kind of guy that wears sunglasses inside, but I did have the PRK procedure done while I was in Istanbul, so sitting in front of this big soft box, it's rough on the eye, so that's why I have the sunglasses on. Second piece of business is I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Mr. Onagadin for even putting this group together. Man, for probably about a year now, I've been thinking about going to Turkey and getting this FUE procedure done. And after being in the group for maybe 3 weeks to a month, I pulled the trigger and I got it done, and I'm already really excited about it. So, like I told you in the message, thank you for putting together a space for us to, fellowship and discuss this problem that we have all been dealing with. Now, before I get into the meat of this video, I wanted to answer a few questions that I had gotten from some of you guys in the video. One of the questions is it safe to go by yourself? I went by myself. I felt safe. At no point did I feel like I was in like a foreign country, outside of the language barrier. But, I feel like as an adult, as a human being, there's a level of situational awareness that we should all have. And, I didn't feel like I had to have a heightened sense of awareness while over there in Istanbul by myself. But you honestly won't be by yourself. From the moment you step off the plane, you're going to kind of recognize who's there to do the same thing. Once you make it out of the airport to get into the shuttle, you'll already be having conversations. Before I even got into the shuttle, I started, having a conversation with this guy, Amadou, black dude from Italy. And, he was there to do the same thing. And we ended up having breakfast together every day. And while there, I met more people. There was a couple dudes from New York, one from Brooklyn, one from Manhattan. They both had the same itinerary as far as getting there 2 weeks early and checking things out. And they didn't even know each other until they got there. And so they spent their 2 weeks pretty much, the whole time together. I'm sure they're going to go back to New York and still, have a friendship. So, man, you're never really going to be by yourself unless you just don't like people and don't want to talk to people. Because, again, you're going to meet so many people there for the same exact reason. To whoever said they brought 900 ones, I still don't know why. I brought 1,000 ones out there. I came home with like 910 ones. All right. Debit, credit card worked fine. As far as like exchange rate and all that stuff, it didn't matter to me. For me, the big thing was convenience. So, if you're someone that you watch every single penny that goes in and out of your account, for whatever reason, then maybe take a look at exchange rates, and maybe bringing cash will be beneficial to you. But for me, convenience was the big thing. And credit and debit cards worked fine. So there's that piece of information. So let's get into it. My experience going to Istanbul, Turkey, Asli, Tarcan to get my FUE procedure. Flew out there, got off the airplane, walked out of the airport. They got a sign waiting for you, Asli, Tarcan. Boom, you hop in the shuttle, they take you directly to the clinic. Now, when you get to the clinic, the very first thing they're gonna do is check your donor area to see what your grafts look like. One of the reasons I'm so optimistic about my procedure is that because my donor area, the grafts all had, between 3 to 5 strands of hair, which is awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing what my progress will look like over the next several months. So yeah, they check out your donor area, they take your payment, they send you on your way, they take you to the hotel. The next day you come in for your procedure, and they get right to it. So this is important because at no point did we sit down and have a legitimate consultation. And I was always thinking that was coming next, but it never came. In fact, we didn't speak about the number of grafts until they told me to lay face down on the table to take said grafts. So I had to kind of put a halt to everything and have that conversation right then and there. So you have got to research. And when you're done researching, do 2 times as much research as you've already done to know what your goals are, to know how many grafts, where you want the grafts to be implanted. You have to go in there with a game plan, hand it to them, and they will follow the game plan, but you got to have a game plan. If not, they're going to do what they think is best and not even consider what you may want or what you may not want. So again, research, have your game plan ready, go in there and give it to them. So, I come in for the procedure. First thing they do is draw some blood. You go wash your hair, cut your hair, shave your hair down, take you back into the room, and they get ready to take the grafts. So like I said, they told me lay face down so they could take grafts, and we hadn't talked about the number of grafts. So, I stopped everything. I asked them what they thought. They said somewhere between 5,500 and 6,000. I told them 5,000 was my limit from my head, and that, I didn't want to take anything from my beard. Not that I have a big beard, but I do get real scruffy under here, so I wouldn't mind them taking anything from here. But I wanted to save this just in case I wanted to fill in, a little bit later on down the road. So, I told them 5,000 grafts from my head, and that's what they took. They really will accommodate you. They've got great bedside manner. The only person I didn't enjoy that much was the artist. He reminds me of Erykah Badu when she said she's an artist and she's sensitive about her shit. He gets really upset when you don't want to go with what he wants, but it's your hairline, so he can kick rocks. I had SMP before the procedure. I did it maybe a year ago, and I told him I wanted him to follow my SMP line because I had that SMP line done to my liking. He didn't like it because he said it wasn't straight. Because what he's going to try to do is just put a straight line straight across your forehead. I've always naturally had a high hairline, and so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the natural curvature. I'll be 33 next month. I'm not trying to look like my son who's 5 and has a perfect hairline, right? So, he made some comments, and, I made some comments back, and I asked him, is this your shit or is it my shit? And we agreed that it's my shit. So he put the hairline where I wanted. And from there, everything was cool. They're going to take your grafts. You'll get a break for lunch. They're going to bring you food. It's going to be a lot of food, and they're going to force you to eat because they want to make sure that your vitals stay stable when they start creating the channels and implanting those grafts. All in all, the procedure took probably 8.5, 9 hours. The shots are not that bad. Some of you guys have me scared talking about the shots to the front of the head. Easy, a little sting, not a big deal. I'm fairly covered in tattoos. I've done some other crazy stuff in my life, so I have a fairly high pain tolerance, so it was not bad at all. If you've had your ears pierced or any tattoos or anything, it will not be a big deal. The injections. Yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's right to the point with them. They get right to it. I'm about 5 days post-op right now. Only thing that's annoying me is sleeping on my back and a little bit of stinging in the donor area. I've thought about applying some aloe vera, but I don't know. I may just ride it out and, see how it goes from there. The scabs, I'm coming up on that 1 week mark where I've heard people say you should start trying to get the scabs out. I'm nervous about it. Because I just don't want to mess up any of the grafts. I may wait until about day 10 and then, see what I can get done as far as getting rid of the scabs. But all in all, a really good experience, man. Like I said, you're not going to be there by yourself. You're going to be there with other people going through the same exact thing. You can share your experiences. It gives you a little morale boost to know that other people are going through it with you. But yeah, man, I think that's all I got for you guys. I can't think of anything else. I did do PRK. I wore glasses, usually to watch TV, get on my computer, drive at night because I have an astigmatism. So I asked for LASIK. They took me over to their medical plaza where they do the eye procedures, and the doctor told me because my prescription was so low that LASIK wasn't necessary. PRK was the better option. And what PRK is, it's basically LASIK without creating that flap in your eye, the cornea or pupil or whatever it is. Usually with LASIK, they create a flap, lift it up, shoot the laser in there, close it. Recovery time is like a day, maybe 2. PRK, they shoot the laser right through the eye. Recovery time, much longer. That's why 4 days post that procedure, I'm still wearing sunglasses. I still can't watch TV. Everything's still kind of blurry. But it doesn't cause any trauma to the eye like LASIK. So, he told me if I were to do LASIK and then take a punch to the face, it could do permanent damage, and I still have a hard time walking away from every conflict that pops up. So I figured I'll hang off on that. But yeah, PRK, I'm excited to get my vision back completely and not have to worry about glasses anymore. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys, man. I don't want to rant too much. If y'all have any questions, feel free to hit me up, message me, ask in the group. You can comment on this video. I may put it on YouTube. I don't know yet. And I will try to post, definitely not weekly, maybe bi-weekly or monthly. I do some other stuff on YouTube. So, that's my #1 priority, but I would like to keep y'all updated because I did do the FUE Sapphire, which again, I'm not sure if they actually use a different blade. They ended up giving me their care package for free when it was all said and done, that care package that they usually charge $600 for. But I will say, when I do look at my graphs, I feel like they're a lot tighter than what I've seen from some other people. So, I don't think they would lie to me about what kind of blade they use. And again, I'm someone that's going to continue to cut my hair low. So I'm going to be excited with, pretty much any kind of texture that I can get. That was my goal for my transplant, was structure of the hairline with my face and texture, so that I don't have, crazy shiny spots when I'm outside anymore. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll show you guys the donor area, and then of course the implanted area, and then I'll see you guys on the next video. So here is my recipient area, and then I will show you guys the donor. Hopefully I'm getting this in the camera and y'all can actually see it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all on the next one.